It's all on this week's Money Works. Good evening and welcome to New England Business Day. I'm R.D. Saul.
I'm Shannon Ogg.
And I'm Amanda Rossiter. Stealing music and stealing money. The recording industry calls online music piracy a global epidemic. That's the practice of downloading and distributing songs and albums illegally. The International Federation of the Phonographic Industry says 2 out of every 5 recordings sold in the world are copied illegally, generating an estimated $4.6 billion in 2002 alone. So the industry announced last month that it's getting tough on online music piracy, threatening lawsuits against anyone who illegally shares music files on the net. But the industry's mission has hit a roadblock in the Boston area in its attempt to identify 4 college students. Mont Fennell explains.
They go by screen names like Party Thug 23, and they're being pursued by the recording industry for allegedly sharing songs illegally through the website Kazaa. Under federal law, they could be fined from $750 to $150,000 per song.
I think that's crazy expensive, but it would stop me from doing it.
The Recording Industry Association of America has filed at least 871 subpoenas this month nationwide. Among them, it demanded MIT and Boston College release the names and contact information about 4 students, including Party Thug. But the schools refused, saying the subpoenas were not properly filed and did not allow time to send the students notice, as the law requires.
The Boston Globe reported the school's refusal to provide personal information was because the schools were partially concerned about student privacy. But MIT and BC officials told us off camera that if the subpoenas were filed properly, protecting student identities would not stop them from complying.
The university, when served a proper subpoena, must comply.
Glenn Hill of Northeastern University, which also received a request on one of its students, says it will provide the information under the law. Since 1998, the music industry has had legal permission to issue subpoenas without a judge's approval. Incidentally, internet provider Verizon has refused to turn over names and is appealing a court ruling. But echoing MIT and BC, Northeastern believes the interest of the court system overrides privacy concerns.
We have 200 some odd years of copyright law, and we kind of have a moral, ethical, and legal responsibilities to work within the system that's established.
I think it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Privacy expert Carol Baruti is concerned the latest subpoenas are an invasion of privacy, and she worries that besides requesting a student's address, phone number, and email, the recording industry could eventually demand phone, internet, and even school records.
Students can become stigmatized, and we've seen the abuse of data that could literally haunt someone for the rest of his or her life.
The subpoenas come as Buy.com Tuesday launched BuyMusic.com. It's a PC complement to Apple's successful iTunes for Macs. Here, users can legally download songs for 79 cents each. Northeastern's information security manager says the site is the kind of compromise the industry should be pursuing instead of prosecutions.
If we were to look at the amount of time and money being spent on this now in subpoenas and all the rest of this versus taking those same resources and applying them to legal means of music sharing, my guess is that would be a lot more productive.
In Boston, Mont Fennell, NECN.